news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Oh, here we go into the drone newsosphere. So much news with Jeff Sills. What's happening, buddy?
Well, first of all, I'm going to give credit. I give credit where credit's due. So 51 Drones, thank you very much for pointing out the Snap drone. And this will be the first time that you guys get a chance to see me doing news live. So I've got information here as well as over here because this is like today.
Yeah.
So Snap, or what used to be Snapchat, has purchased or is working with a company called Pixie to release a camera drone that can take selfies. It's the first hardware product that Pixie's made since Spectacles, which apparently were some glasses that they made for augmented reality back in 2016. The Snap itself is selling for $229 with an additional battery for $19.99 and a dual battery charger for $49.99. And the company plans to sell the camera while supplies last in the United States and France. It comes at 101 grams with a swappable battery. The full charge will get you 5 to 8 flights, which can range roughly from 10 to 20 seconds. A short flight, even by a tiny drone standard. The additional batteries cost about, like I said, $20. It's a 12 megapixel sensor, shoots up to 100 videos or 1,000 photographs, all of which are stored locally on a 16 gigabyte drive in the drone.
Yeah.
The footage is synced wirelessly to the memory section of your Snapchat as the drone works. So as it's taking photographs, it's automatically sending them to your Snapchat memories, so then you can pull from them and do as with them what you wish.
Okay. Now, do you have to allow it to send your pin to China, or does it just take it?
Yeah, no, that's you still need to fill that little section.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
But in any case, it's designed to take off from your hand and land in your hand, as we see with like the Mavics. So they've got that lined up, and it's designed to be roughly set at eye level. So it will take off, and at eye level, it will detect where you are. And then at that point, it will follow you for 10 to 20 seconds, taking photographs of whatever you're doing. And then you can put your hand back out and land, and it'll store the stuff. So they've seen a lot of companies in the past attempt to do this. And we've talked and had news stories about companies that were, like, we're going to do this. But this is the first one I've actually seen that's actually gone to production that you can actually purchase. And it's not a small drone. It's a good size little wafer drone.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Excellent. That looks pretty cool.
So that's new as of today, April 28th.
Excellent.
All right. So enough of the on the fly mess. Let's get to the real news. All right. So DJI recently released a statement condemning the use of any of its drones in the Ukraine conflict. The statement is basically that they condemn the use by the military of its drones. And the full statement from DJI is, of course, available on the web. The basic gist of it is the fact that they say that for more than 15 years, DJI was founded to explore the astonishing new possibilities of drone technology. And they build tiny helicopters at their latest cutting-edge drones for professionals. Technical challenges of robotic innovation, technology to help people and improve and advance drones and make the world better. And they don't feel that essentially using it in wartime is
right.
What they want to do.
Do we believe them, or are they just trying to save face?
No, they have really reiterated, and it's in several sections of this statement, that the product is made for civilian use. They're not designed for military applications.
Okay. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna disable all the aeroscopes in Russia. Good for them. All right, very good. Good job. Right? Oh wait, what's that? My producer's saying, nope, no, they're not. Okay.
Well, but there's a fine line to this.
Yeah.
Okay? Because they specifically say they don't market or sell their products for military use. They do not provide after-sales services for products that have been identified or being used for military purposes. They are opposed to attempts to attach weapons to their products and refuse to customize or enable modifications that would enable their products for military use. But on the flip side, they sell their products to police agencies all over the world. And it's not necessarily military use, but it's still technically not civilian use.
Right.
And so there's that, I don't know, there's a gray area.
There's that gray area between selling their drones or not selling their drones. It's a gray area there where they want people to feel good about buying their drones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I mean, and you know, their drones are providing a window into the Ukraine war that we don't see at all. Ever.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, we get to see the footage from all that, and that's good, but
but they're also using the drones as spotters for artillery. They're using the drones to track where military convoys are. And they have weaponized the drones insofar as recently there was a video where a bunch of Russian soldiers stole a truck, and the Ukrainians took a drone with a bomb on it and dropped the bomb on the truck that the Russians had stolen. And,
you know, a lot of this stuff's been going on at the Gaza Strip for years. I mean, this is nothing new. But it's getting a lot of press, so that's why we're hearing DJI make a statement. Now, of course, DJI is just never going to send me a drone. They're just never going to do it. I mean, it's, you know, I've already come to terms with that fact. But I do love their stuff is quality, but there's a whole thing.
If you guys keep wrecking your drones, that's how I get them. You know, so just keep crashing the drones. That's
and then they end up in the Jeff Museum of Drones of Days Gone By. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Frankenstein Museum of Drones.
What's next?
Hey, the beloved Heron bird is right there.
There it is.
All right. So next in the news, AVSS is a group that has been contracted to do autonomous precision payload delivery. And when I say precision payload delivery, I don't mean that these guys are flying drones out and landing them precisely at a location. What these guys do is they use drones to drop items with parachutes, and the parachutes are steerable and land the in with precision where they want them to. So their idea of critical delivery, and obviously this is not something you're going to see in your neighborhood,
right?
But in areas where they need to be able to deliver something in an area that normally the drone couldn't land in. These steerable parachutes can fly the product where the drone can't go, and I think it's ingenious.
It is. What a great idea.
Yeah, they have completed the contract delivery portion of this. It's a $1.1 million contract that was rewarded to them in January of 2022. And the demonstrations that they did in Ontario all were exactly perfect at what they wanted. So hopefully we will see this technology get pushed out into commercialization where you'd have steerable products dropping medical supplies.
Oh, yes.
You know, and other things. Again, this is not going to be something that is...
No.
Yeah, you're
socks.
not going to have
They're not going to steer my tube socks to my...
Right on your feet. Right on your feet.
Yeah.
No, but this steerable...
Ken, we're about 15 minutes from your house. Get out on your porch, put your feet up in the air. Tube socks coming down.
Yeah, no, the ideas for this is delivering medical kits for search and rescue operations, meals ready to eat, field rations for firefighters and wildfires, you know, things where you need to get critical components to a place and essentially drop it with precision.
Yes.
You know? And so
that is the future of drone.
Going to be part of it.
Right. That is the future of drone delivery in our lifetime. We will see this stuff. I know I'm always poo-pooing on delivery drones, but, you know, the defibrillators, all this stuff, the medicine, the blood between hospitals, all that's going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. But
and it already is happening. So, I mean, it's good stuff.
But you're not going to order. We'll be long dead before Amazon is delivering shit to our house from their drone.
And I tell everybody in the audience, the minute that you discover that there is any Walmart or Amazon delivery in Ken Heron's neighborhood, please send him a lifetime supply of tube socks. Please. I beg of you. No underwear.
You know what? I'll tell you this.
No, nothing.
I'll tell you this. If that happens, and it's a viable option, not some dippy thing on a string, some experiment, something that's tried and true and is as dependable as your toaster. If that happens and I'm not dead, I will eat a tube sock.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here.
Mark it down.
Yep. And that's the 6.5 foot tube socks with the really dark stripes on the top.
No.
Yeah. All right. So next in the news, the U.S. is fast tracking the delivery of Phoenix Ghost drones to Ukraine to fight in the Russian conflict there. What's interesting about this, and obviously this is a very new technology in the sense that we have it, we've never used it. Our military's never tested it. We've never applied it tactically. And I don't even think from the standpoint of testing, we've done an awful lot. This is a straight off-the-shelf, brand new technology that they have earmarked immediately for use in the Ukraine.
Well, what a great way to test it, though, in somebody else's war.
Yeah.
Right?
So this is the Phoenix Ghost drone. Now, this is similar to the Switchblade drones that we have sent to them before. The Switchblades obviously are designed to take out larger vehicles. This one is smaller and designed to take out lighter vehicles. So, but again, it's this compact thing that they can just stick out in a field someplace and launch real quick.
And in these trying times over there, any advantage that they can have is great. The Ukrainians, I mean, they really need to take the force and multiply it, because clearly Switchblade drones are a force multiplier to be dealt with. Fierce Marka.
Well, hold on to the force multiplier just yet, because I have the next story, which I think will go along with that. Alesky I'm going to mess his name up. Zaitsevsky is
you want to try again? 3 for a quarter.
Creator. Yeah,
give it another go. All right.
So he created a drone that is a combination of a racing drone, an FPV drone, and a net gun. So instead of the drones that we've seen in the past, where it's just, like camera drone with a net thing.
Ooh.
This is a high speed drone.
Oh, man. Oh.
Wow.
So the propellers shoot off of it? That's neat. Okay, what?
At the moment of attack, the rotors accelerate and detach from the frame.
Neat.
At the same time, the net fastening straps are released. The Kevlar net blocks the target's rotors and disrupts the glider control. The innovation was first bench tested.
See, now, if I saw that happen to my FPV quite a bit, oh no, I gotta fix it.
Well, and see, the other deployment systems that we had that used nets were essentially just camera drones that would chase after other camera drones. They weren't exceptionally fast. They had a couple of the hexacopters that could move pretty quick, but this thing, holy crap!
Yeah,
that's fast.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so there's your force multiplier.
Oh yeah, that is a force multiplier. Because if you have a force, you're gonna want more of that force. How do you get more of that force? Well, you multiply it, soldier. Stand at attention where I'm talking through.
All right. So last week we showcased a footage from the USFL that was sort of controversial. It was the use of FPV drones in an actual football game, where they had the drone actually down on the field. This week, the USFL has released even more footage of how they're using these drones.
Oh, man.
And they combine the use of these drones with helmet cams. So not only do you get the sensation of chasing the guys around. This is an FPV drone chasing the players down the field.
Yeah.
But you can also tie into helmet cams that lets you see it from the player's perspective.
How do I get that job? I want that job.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's cool.
That is
I don't
kind of
think I've ever seen anything like this. And, you know,
well. Look,
I
okay. Here's the thing. Okay, let me back this up a little bit. Let me replay this here. Okay. So you may notice in the stands, there's nobody.
Nobody.
Right? So you're going to want to bring people in, like, you know, for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The USFL is different from the NFL, and so I think that from this perspective, it's
okay. I got it.
You want to call it a gimmick?
I got it.
Okay.
I got an idea for USFL. If you're listening, we need Hooters girls / FPV pilots. That's what we need. We're gonna fill the stands with horny drone fans. That's what we're gonna do. Bikini clad Hooters girl with the controller. Know what I mean? Oh, is she yawing? Oh, yes, she is. Jeff?
Yeah, I want to go to the next story.
Okay, all right.
All right. So next in the news, Hawaii is near consideration of legally prohibiting the use of drones for fishing. The state's legislature in Hawaii is moving closer to passing a law that would prohibit the use of drones for fishing, which supporters call both unfair and a threat to traditional methods of manually casting from the shore. Obviously, you know, the traditionalists want you to cast from the shore and use your physical strength to get it out there. And
right.
These guys like to use drones to
look. So why not? Look, we've got sonar that's specifically made to find fish called Fish Finder, right? It's already an unfair advantage. Why not a drone? Why not?
Why not?
Or are we trying to appease the fish? Why? Why are they doing this?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, the Department of Land and Natural Resources proposed this, and the measures were introduced in January. There was considerable debate for and against this, but it finally passed the lower house earlier this month. The state Senate is currently hearing testimony on the bill from interested parties. So if you're an interested party and you want to get your 2 cents in, contact your legislator and let them know, because right now it's likely to get approved at its current status.
By the way, I have to go by. This is an important question in the chat. It's from Alexis. Hello, Alexis. Good to see you in there. She is asking. The question is, are the Hooters girls pinchers or thumbers? And I'm gonna guess that they are pinchers. More control. Wouldn't you agree, Alexis? It's cold in here. All right, back to you, Jeff. Hey, I know my audience. Come on.
Did you this in the news?
Come on, man. Come on. Hey. It's a sausage fest here.
I mean, I can see it now. I'm gonna get a Google message.
Yeah, turn down that AC.
All right. Stop.
Go ahead.
All right. So the White House recently, actually the Biden administration, has asked Congress to dramatically expand the number of government and public agencies from federal to local administrations that are legally permitted to identify, track, and disable potentially malicious drones flying in U.S. airspace. So the domestic counter unmanned aircraft system national action plan, which of course doesn't have even a remotely good acronym, was released Monday. The administration appeals to Congress to renew the existing legislation legalizing counter UAV action by the Departments of Homeland Security, Justice, Defense, State, as well as the CIA and NASA. It also calls for new measures to be enacted to allow local officials to take defensive measures against drones that they fear are up to no good. That's bad.
Doesn't this look like something DARPA would come up with? Those nerds down there with their slide rules.
Here's an idea. Let's get like a big laser gun, and we just shoot them out of the sky. We just shoot them. We just shoot lasers out of the sky. They're giving us all this money. Let's go ahead and make a laser gun.
I think that I have a real big problem with them saying local officials could take defensive measures against drones that they fear are up to no good. Because we already seen many stories where they didn't understand the use of drones.
It's very subjective. Very subjective. Yeah. Right.
So this is a White House proposed plan that I hope dies. And if you have a congressman or senator or anybody, call them and tell them to kill this thing.
But how are we going to
So-
convince them that
Lasers aren't fun and cool. Come on, man. We got a few extra bucks for the lasers.
Well, when they can prove to me that the local officials have the know-how to be able to properly administer the drone rules, then I'll consider it. But until that time, no.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, your thoughts, sir.
Same.
All right,
Same
good.
thoughts.
Back to you in the newsroom.
More government we don't need.
All right. So, Ken, I'm going to need you to cue up the Jetson soundtrack.
Yeah.
So, Air One is the first vertiport opening in Coventry, and this will be a hub for drones and Jetson-style flying taxis. It is the first of more than 200 sites planned worldwide by 2027.
Oh, wait.
So,
Oh, someone's at the door.
so yeah, we covered this. I want to say about a year ago when they started construction on this, and didn't really think that anything was going to happen with it. But they're actually pretty serious about trying to develop these vertiports. And if this is a sign of how serious they are about it, they've actually built one. So,
By the way, it's not the first vertiport. I built one this morning when I woke up. Thank you. There's the comedy, folks. That's what you come for. That's what you come for. Become a member right now. Don't miss out. All right.
let me go ahead and get this covered.
What are you drinking, Jeff? What are you drinking, buddy?
It doesn't matter what I'm drinking, just as long as it has a lot of this added to it.
Oh, okay.
Trust me.
By the way, that's the
This-
word I'm using from now on. Man,
That's
man,
I'm
I'm sporting a vertiport.
yeah.
Vertiport.
There's
Vertiport.
not enough alcohol in the world
Uh-huh.
for this show.
What are you drinking, Russ? Russ, what are you drinking there?
I just got myself a little bit of Diet Coke today.
Diet Coke?
Got to work in the morning. So
Say it again
give me-
in your North Dakota accent.
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Hey, it's
Diet
like
Coke.
For you.
Diet Coke. We're gonna
Diet
go
Coke.
and drink some Diet Coke at the fishing
Diet
hole.
Coke. Yeah.
All right,
We'll
Jeff.
have some poutine. Diet Coke.
All right. So next we have marine biology researchers have been working with DJI as part of the Ocean Alliance Conservation Group and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, to enhance their methods of using DJI-inspired drones to gather health data on whales. And this is neat because this system, we first had the whale snot drone, right?
Right.
This system actually drops tags and tags the animals while they're swimming in the water.
Oh, look at that.
That's cool.
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
better suited for an FPV drone? They drop they just drop it so it doesn't. You don't want to get the blades near the animal.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
no.
cool.
It's got a device that attaches to the side of the whale. It's suction cups, I believe, is the basic design. It's a harmless, painless method to tag the whales, and then the top part of the device that has the fins to help steer it falls off.
By the way, just a quick aside, I did tag a few whales in college. Come on, folks! There you go! That's why you watch! Come on! Our writers were busy all day on that one.
Yeah, that's got way too much Coca-Cola in it.
Yeah. All
right.
Yeah. All right,
He's on
Jeff.
fire.
Is that it?
He's
Is
on
that all the
fire
news you
today.
have?
No, I've got more.
Oh, good.
SkyGrid has recently been named the winner of the 2022 Edison Awards.
Okay.
SkyGrid is a Boeing spark ignition company, and they have an app called SkyGrid that is a flight control system that's now available worldwide for all iPhone and iPad users. And it is a top-of-the-line end-to-end airspace management system built on AI and blockchain. And this is available to you guys for free from SkyGrid.
Excellent. All right. Very
So
good.
definitely check that out. It
I would
enables
check
drone
that out.
it allows you to explore airspace and automate your airspace authorization and mission planning, and also flight execution, all from one single unified solution. So when you want to fly, you can set up and pre-program your flight, get authorization for your flight as part of that mission planning, and then just launch it.
That is cool.
So very, very
neat.
cool stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I needed more Coke. Okay.
Are you okay, Jeff?
No, I need more. So Toyota, Toyosho, and Zipline recently launched the medical delivery system, which we've become very familiar with Zipline in Japan. So Toyota group members and I guess the instant logistics leader Zipline initiated a launch of an automated on-demand delivery service for the distribution of medical supplies across Japan's Goto Islands. And this is using the Zipline's logistics system, which is already well defined. I mean, it works exceptionally well. Mm-hmm. And it's for commercial long distance drone deliveries, specifically for medical purposes. So this is another, I guess, example of where there is success in the use of drones for delivery. Zipline has been one of the major manufacturers in this environment. So I'm glad to see them expanding out to Japan. That's really cool.
That is cool.
Yep.
All right, and last in the news, this is courtesy of that man right there.
What?
Ken Heron.
What?
Who shared this story from one of his viewers.
Oh, yes.
This is a free online database that helps pilots locate stolen drones.
Oh.
So there is a stolen drone website run by a company called Dronesec, and it's designed to help pilots get their drones back if they lose track of them, and perhaps more importantly, if they've been stolen. So drone companies like DJI have done a lot to improve the navigation and prevent flyaways, but we know that they still happen. And so this company allows you to go in and essentially provide the information about your drone, where it was lost, and information about it. And then it will show you a database of recovered drones that are stored in there, and you can hopefully be able to match or find your drones that were stolen. Unfortunately, Dronesec says that the most stolen drones are used in criminal activities, including drug deliveries, invasion of privacy, stalking, and other crimes. So they do have some drones that they've recovered that people may not necessarily want to recover. But in regards to us as users, we've seen way too many videos of people on YouTube watching their drone fly off in the distance. And hopefully something like this, if it becomes more popular and well known, aka share the information, we'll be able to recover drones that we lose.
I'll put a link in the description after the stream is over. I do have a couple of news stories. The first of which, and now, Jeff, are you coming to Minefield?
I don't know.
That's a no. Okay, so Jeff's not coming, but I hope you come, especially if you're a fan of Joshua Bardwell, because he has just confirmed that he will be there August 20th. Minefield 3.0, open to all flyers, not just FPV, fixed wing, anything. It's going to be a big old party. I'm going to have a fire engine there. It's going to be a big old time. Of course, Russ, it only takes you, 30 hours to drive there? So we'll see you there, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. And there's a link in the description, or just go to minefieldmeet.com, okay? And the other news story is that one of our viewers named Jenna was on vacation, I think in Hawaii, and she brought a couple things with her. She brought one, her bathing suit, and two, the Sexy Newsman t-shirt. This is from Jenna to eternity. There she is right there. That is Jenna C, not from Tennessee. She is on the beach with the sexiest newsman alive. That's right. You can get one of these on a shirt. Be the cool kid on the block and order now. There's a link in the description where you can get. I mean, this comes in all kinds of sizes. Do you want to be like Jenna and be cool and sexy? Well, you need to get one of these shirts. All right. Jeff, your thoughts?
The best news of the day.
There's the news.
Yep.
Do you feel sexy, Jeff?
I was
because you
laying
are
on a beach with a woman I did not know.
That's right, you were. All right.
You know what I want to know? How did he get a hold of that photo?
Oh God, we have told this story so many times.
I haven't heard it.
Okay.
All right.
I have a swimming pool in my backyard that is constantly getting dirty. I spent a good portion of the summer cleaning it out, emptied all the water out of it, got it absolutely spotless and clean. And I sent a photograph to Ken saying, "Hey, check it out, man. I finally got the pool clean." And he's like, "Great. You know what would be really funny is to have a photograph of you in the pool with no water, just floating there."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, that would be really funny." And so he told me to go in the backyard, take a photograph of myself on a float so that I could then superimpose me over my empty pool.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he goes into Photoshop. He makes the photograph, right? I think it's great. It comes out looking really realistic. And I put it on Facebook, and everybody's laughing about the fact that here I am floating, hovering over an empty pool.
Yeah. And then, of course, when I was done with it, I never deleted it.
Yeah. Ever.
Of course.
Ever send him a photograph.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And
Don't
now,
ever send him a photograph.
That said, I also have the Sexy Clown t-shirt from Jim Beauchard. Oh, ladies. He's trying to one-up Jeff. This is a Sexy Uncle Medium available in 4XL. That's right. Oh, boy. Because you're going to need a big shirt to fit all that sexy on it. All right, Jeff. Thank you so much for all the news and the fun, my friend.
You are most welcome, sir.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
We should probably mention remotepilot101.com. Isn't it a great place?
Great place.
It is a great place. Tell us about your place, Jason.
So, Remote Pilot 101, no one has prepared more Part 107 pilots than us. And you'll be pleased, those of you who are current customers now, you're going to be experiencing version 3 and a brand new learning management system in about 2 weeks. So the best just keeps on getting better. RemotePilot101.com. Use promo code Heron18, which, by the way, Ken, I can't brag on you enough. When we search promo codes, you know me, I'm all about our marketing and everything else. Heron18 is the most used promo code. Your people listen to you, Ken.
Yay, thank
Seriously.
you, people. I appreciate that. And
That's cool.
you've been very busy updating the lessons, too, because
there's not every video has gotten a facelift. There's 76 videos in there. Every single one has gotten a facelift. The course has gone from 9 hours to almost 12 hours now. There's just so much new content. We're always trying to innovate, push new content. Now with all the recurrent tests changing so much, we're like, wow, we just launched our new course. We need to fix it now. So we're back to that. I was just reviewing some of the stuff our writers sent over earlier for some of the content, and there's some more great stuff coming out here soon as well.
And you take actual questions that test takers give you and kind of incorporate those in the quizzes too, right? So they're actual FAA questions.
We have a ton of data on that, no doubt. So yeah, and I always share, you know this, Ken, I call them the boot camps at the end where I share, this is a question you're going to see on your knowledge test. Let's not memorize it. Let's understand the why behind it, but just to prepare them for the knowledge test. You know this though, Ken, I want you to be safe in the real world. My mission isn't just to pass a test. I want you safe when you're out there flying FPV, whatever it is, so you can be a light and be a mentor to everybody else that's out there wondering about what this new drone space is. Even though it's not that new, but to many it is so new. And we have to be ambassadors to that.
You're a shining star, Jason. A shining star. Awesome.